Okay. So from where the digastric muscle arises? So here you can see here at the base of mandible there is a two fossa. This is known as digastric fossa. I will mark them as a yellow. These two are your digastric. These present at the base of the mandible. These two are the digastric fossa. Okay. So digastric muscle is present between what? Two belly of digastric, anterior belly of digastric and posterior belly of digastric. So anterior belly of digastric arises from here, this digastric fossa from here, and posterior belly from the mandibular fossa. So these are the two belly, and it is joined by a intermediate tendon. Okay, so it is joined by what? A intermediate tendon. So making the diagram of your digastric triangle. Okay. This is the neck, this is the mammalian, and this is the clavicle. This is the meninges, now this is the backbone. Okay, so this is the anterior belly of digastric. So from the base of the mandible we can see, from the base of the mandible we have a digastric fossa. So this is the anterior belly of digastric, arising from the digastric fossa, arising from the digastric fossa, जो कि कहाँ located है, which is located on the lower border of mandible. I have shown you that lower border of mandible. So this is the anterior belly of digastric. Then this is the intermediate tendon, inverted U-shaped intermediate tendon, which is formed by the condensation of the deep fascia. So it is inverted U-shaped now. This is the posterior belly of digastric. This is the posterior belly of digastric. So this is the triangle. You can mark it with this. This is the triangle. So base will be formed by, this is the base, this is the apex, and these are the two sides. So what will be their base? Will be formed by what? Base of the mandible. Base of mandible we have repeated many times, and imaginary line joining angle of mandible. Here is the angle of mandible and to this. Angle of mandible to mastoid process. So this is the digastric triangle. Okay, and then both sides we have what? Base and then apex at hyoid bone and intermediate tendon or loop. Okay, so this is the apex. Now on the both sides, anteriorly we have anteriorly and posteriorly. Anteriorly we have anterior belly of digastric, I'm writing short, and superiorly this is the anterior-inferiorly, and posterior superiorly we have posterior belly of digastric. So important things to know about this. This is the triangle. This is the digastric triangle. So what is the important things to know about this digastric muscle? This is the example of which type of muscle with the two belly. Okay. So this is the type of muscles will be asked in your viva, and it's a very important general anatomy muscles. You all know which type of muscle. So it has two belly, and what is the important thing to know here that two bellies are there, but they follow different embryological origin. They have different embryological origin, which is mostly asked in your MCQs and in your Viva. So this anterior belly of digastric, this is derived from your first pharyngeal arches. Pharyngeal arches are very important, very important in embryology and also asked in your Vivas and also for your post-graduation examination and MCQs. So this pharyngeal, this anterior belly of digastric will be derived from your first pharyngeal arch, which is supplied by its nerve. Its nerve is what? Mandibular nerve. So this is and via the nerve of mylohyoid. So this is the anterior belly of digastric and this posterior belly of digastric. This is from first arch and this is from the second arch. Second arch is what? Your facial. So it is supplied by your facial nerve. So this is the difference between the two bellies. As the name suggests, it's a digastric anterior and posterior belly, but it is not supplied by a same nerve and it has different embryological origin, which is very important point to note here. Okay, so this is the anterior belly of digastric and posterior belly of digastric. Coming to the रूफ क्या होगा? सब चीज़ का जैसे होता है स्किन, सुपरफिशियल फेशिया, प्लेटिज्मा. देन here also what will be there? There will be superficial fascia and there will be deep fascia. So deep fascia here will what? It will split to enclose what? Superficial part of submandibular gland. This is an important point to note. So what will form the roof? This is the boundary. Now coming to the roof. So what will be the roof? Roof will be your skin. Now this will be the superficial fascia containing what? Containing platysma. Now what will be the deep fascia here in this region? Deep fascia here in this region splits to enclose what? Deep fascia is a property. It splits and encloses everything, then rejoins, then again split. So it encloses various glands and various muscles. So here deep fascia encloses what? Your submandibular superficial part of your submandibular gland. Superficial part of your submandibular gland. Okay. So now various nerves will be there, cutaneous, then transverse cervical. This is the facial nerve. It is like your finger, 5 fingers. Then this one is the last little finger will be your transverse cervical branch of your. This is the transverse cervical branch of your facial nerve. So facial nerve का जो 5वां ब्रांच होता है जो कि neck में जाता है, this will come here in the region of the digastric triangle. So this will be also content of a roof, that is the transverse cervical branch of facial nerve. Facial nerve जो 4 हैं वो आपके face में जाएंगे and last one will come to the neck, that will be the cervical branch. So transverse cervical branch of facial nerve. Okay, so this will be the content of the roof. So now what is the various contents? This will be the roof and we have discussed. Now coming to the floor. Coming to floor, what will be there? This will be here. So floor पे हमने देखा दोनों digastric triangle के side we have learned one diagram. ये ऐसे diagram है, ये digastric triangle है दोनों side में. हाँ. So what will be there? What will be there at the floor? So this is what? Mylohyoid line will be there. And hyoglossus will be there. So here also we have mylohyoid line. This is the mylohyoid. And then wiping we have a vertical fiber of hyoglossus and we have middle constrictor of the pharynx. Okay, so this is the middle constrictor of the pharynx. So floor is formed by what? Floor में 3 मसल हो जाएंगी हमारी. Okay, this is coming, pharynx will be there in behind, so middle constrictor will also come like this. Okay, So what will be there? We have mylohard, then we have ioglossus, and this green one is your middle constrictor of pharynx. We have three constrictors, muscles, pharynx. So this will be middle constrictor of pharynx. Okay, middle constrictor of the pharynx. So these are the three muscles, 1, 2, 3. This is forming the flow. Okay. Now, one important point. This is the stylomastoid. This is the styloid process. So, one ligament, the thickening of the deep fascia coming from the styloid process to the angle of the mandible. We have read. This is your stylomandibular ligament. So, this is your stylomandibular ligament. Okay. This is your stylomandibular ligament. This is your stylomandibular ligament. So why this is important? Because this is separating what I have told you in last class. This stylomandibular ligament will separate that anteriorly submandibular gland and posteriorly there is a parotid gland. So why this is important? We will learn because of the contents. Now coming to the contents of the digastric triangle. What are the various contents? So here will be your submandibular gland and here will be your parotid gland. So this is P for parotid, which is posteriorly, and this is the submandibular gland. So this stylomandibular gland divide this triangle into a anterior superior part, सुपरफिशियल पार्ट एंड द पोस्टीरियर पार्ट. एक एंटीरियर और पोस्टीरियर पार्ट को ये लिगामेंट डायगैस्ट्रिक ट्रायंगल को डिवाइड करती है टू पार्ट्स में. वन विल बी द एंटीरियर एंड वन विल बी द पोस्टीरियर. ओके. सो व्हाट विल बी द कंटेंट्स? नाउ कमिंग टू द कंटेंट्स. व्हाट विल बी द कंटेंट्स ऑफ डायगैस्ट्रिक ट्रायंगल? ओके.